Hello YouTube, it's me TFR Wilderness. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a review of a Korean transforming robot toy, or KTRT, that I picked up last month. You've probably already seen it as part of last month's end of month bot haul, but I decided to carry it over and do the review of it, for December, because I haven't bought any more Korean toys this month. I'm not planning on buying any more till the new year, so this is the one and only review I'm going to be doing this month. There are other videos that will be going up on my channel. I mean, there's two more unboxing videos, and then you're going to get the end of month bot haul, plus the top bots of the year, worst bots of the year, those sort of videos to round out the year. So you're going to get plenty of video content this month, but this is the only review I'm going to be doing this month, and it is for a figure that for quite a few years now has been a bit of a mini grail of mine. It's a character that came out as part of the season 2 of the Hello Carbot TV show back in 2015, and he's one of a trio of bots, or sort of robotic brothers, called the Samchangza or Samchungza. Anyway, sometimes referred to as the Three Musketeers, and they're all named after chess pieces. Like you've got Rook, Knight, and Pawn, or Pone, because some people call him Pone. Anyway, so these three guys, they stick together, they go around, they do all sorts of things, and whenever they appear, they do this fancy sort of, Knight, Rook, Pawn, and they all do this massive like heroic pose, and they're quite funny in the show. Now, when these guys came out, I was looking at Korean reviews of them, and I saw, well, basically they're all one-step changes, right? They're basically leader class sized one-step changes, and the price they were asking for these things was exactly the same as the fully articulated, full size, figures. So, they were asking like 50-55 quid for these things, and I thought, well, surely, as they've got no working legs, they've got one-step transformations, and they've got no leg articulation whatsoever. I mean, surely, to save some money on the the engineering on the legs, surely they could put them out at a lower price point. And I was thinking, these things were like way overpriced. I wasn't prepared to pay like 50-55 quid for them. In my opinion, they should have been like 30-35 quid. But anyway, so these things came out. Of the three characters, Rook, the ugly blue police car dude, he disappeared pretty quick. Don't know why, he just vanished. And then it was the other two. Knight, now usually when these Korean toys come out when they're new, the price tends to be slightly higher, and then as time goes on, as they're less, when they're brand new, obviously they ask, the Korean sellers ask a little bit more of a premium for them, but as time goes on, then they come down in price. Knight's price didn't come down, it just kept going up, and he soon became sort of hard to get because he was selling out. Whereas Pone was shelf warming. I mean, he was everywhere, and his price went right down. I think I saw it as low as about just over 40 quid, and that was when I jumped in and bought him. So yeah, I've got Pone, yeah. So I haven't got Rook. Don't want to get Rook because, like I said, he's got a really ugly robot mode, and his car mode looks hideous as well. And his one-step transformation, you click a button and his arms and legs all fall out. It's no. I just can't stand the bloody thing. So didn't want to get it. But so it just left me with these two. Now, out of the three characters, Knight was the one I really wanted, but as I said, I didn't buy him originally because I thought he was overpriced, and then he basically got sold out. And then whenever you saw him come up, he was asking scalper premiums for him. And I've tried in the past to buy this thing from an eBay seller called TA Planet, from two different versions of that, because they had TA Planet. The original TA Planet was a Korean site, and then they had TA Planet AU, which was Australian, and they had TA Planet UK, which was a UK one. And I tried to get this figure off them. And the first time I tried to get it, I got an email back. I bought it, and then I got an email back saying, "Oh, we've cancelled your order because the toy is broken, so we give you your money back." So that was that. And then almost a full year later, I saw the figure come up again on one of their parent, sort of accounts. It was a TA Planet AU, I think, or whatever, and I bought it through them and got exactly the same treatment. You know, I got an email back a few days later saying, oh, you know, your order's been cancelled, the toy is broken, blah, blah, blah. So basically they tried to sell me the same broken toy 2 times in a row, and the sales, there was about 12, 13 months between the 2 different sales. So that was absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so this guy's been hard to get. But more recently, these figures have been reissued. So the Samchang Zar guys are getting reissued now. So I decided I'm going to get one. Now, again, the prices that eBay sellers are asking for them are a bit steep. And I decided to buy mine off 11th Street. Now, I've bought a few items off 11th Street before, and I haven't had any problems with them. They usually overestimate on the shipping, so after you've bought it, a couple of days later they'll give you a slight refund on the shipping, and every single purchase I've had from them, that's happened, so I don't know why that is. But I've never had any customs hits with them. That is to say, until this one. So I ordered him from 11th Street. I mean, the price I paid for the figure was just under 30 quid. It was like 29,900 Korean won, or South Korean won, which roughly translates as about... No, 39,900 South Korean won, which translates, or currency conversion is roughly about just under 30 quid. But then you have to pay the shipping, and in Korea, these sites, G-Market Korea or 11th Street, they do this thing. They have this blanket national shipping fee that you have to pay every time you buy something off their site. You have to pay this, what is it, 2,300 won or something like that. It's only a couple of quid, and that guarantees you shipping from anywhere in the country from point A to point B. But you have to pay that. That's just mandatory. But then what you have to pay, if you're an international purchaser like I am, you have to then pay the international fee on top of that. So anyway, I ordered my package, and I had to wait a little bit longer because the shipping delays in this day and age because of the COVID crisis. So it took a little while, and then it finally got into the UK. I was following the tracking code, and then I got the dreaded customs charge. Yeah. So Parcel Force was dealing with it, and so they charged me £10.50 excise duty. No, VAT, sorry, on top of what I'd already paid. And then, Parcel Force being Parcel Force, they charged me £12 for their handling fee. So it came to like 22 quid on top of the 50 odd quid I'd already spent. So I ended up paying 76 quid for this. Now, whenever I get a customs hit on a figure such as this, it just, my opinion of the figure goes right down the toilet. It really upsets me, and, it just ruins my opinion of the figure. So, end of month bot haul last month, you'll see that this figure got the worst vote of the worst thing that I got that month. So anyway, here he is. Now, like I said, it's taken me a while to get hold of one of these, and of all the Samchang Zar guys, this was the guy that I wanted. But he's this very shiny, red sports car that's kind of like a Lamborghini. Before we get into that, let's just have a look at the packaging. So, just to show you about the dual shipping that they do. Here's the parcel that was shipped in Korea, and if you look, it's got a rip in it. So when I took the box out, the box had got a tear in it. So that happened in the national shipping, and it came in an international box like that, and it had the big old shipping label on it. But anyway, so here's the box. Now, this is one of the reissue boxes. The original boxes look like this. They were much larger. They had the big window in it so you could see the figure, and the design was different. But now they're going for these sort of packages. No plastic window, and when you open them up inside, the figure's in a cardboard, sort of carrier or girdle, as I say it. That's girdle with a D, not girder. It's girdle. And comes with instructions, and that's that. Of course, the old figures, they've got a cardboard box, and then they've got like a plastic clamshell, and then they've got like a foil back to it. That's how the old figures used to come. But yeah, the new style packaging they're doing on these reissue figures is much better. It's more biodegradable. It's all cardboard. There's no plastic in it. So that's hats off to Choi Rock for doing that. Anyway, so back to the toy. So finally, I've got hold of Hello Carbot's Knight. Yes, this thing cost me 76 quid. Not very happy about that. Part of the reason I went to buy it from 11th Street was to get around the prices that the eBay sellers were asking for it. I mean, even the eBay sellers, they were asking like 56, 58, and then you had to add shipping on top of that because the eBay sellers, they do shipping now. They don't do free shipping anymore like they used to. Yeah, so the Alt mode's really nice. It's very, very nice. It's got nice large pinned wheels. It rolls really well. It's got the Carbot symbol on the front. It's got transparent lenses. On the back, it's got some little tail lights picked out. It's got a black spoiler. It's got wing mirrors with sort of silver sort of lenses in. And I don't know if you can probably see it, but this one has got a slight colour difference in the plastic. I don't know whether you can see it, but one side is lighter than the other. I don't know whether you can make that out in this light or with the camera lens. But anyway, getting back to the thing, it's decent weight to it. It's got some nice wheels, decent detail. It looks like a Lamborghini-esque type car. It's very nice. Now, this is a one-step changer. Now, let's do a quick size comparison with his buddy. Right, so here's Pone, and there's Knight. So you can see they're both sort of sporty cars. Now I did get the minifigures, so I've got just get them out. Let's see how organised I am for this review. So there's the little mini Knight. As you can see, pretty close. Looks pretty cool. Obviously they haven't painted the wheels, but design-wise, it's pretty similar. And then you've got I've got the little Pone as well. Obviously, I've done a review on this guy and this guy previously, but I'm just showing them again. And the only one I haven't got the big version for, because, like I said, he's hideously ugly, is Rook. So I've only got the mini Rook. And then he's got this really ugly-looking police car. And you wait to see the robot mode. Right, so now, one-step changer. Now, the other two, like this guy has got like a push-button transformation. So you've got a button that you press at the bottom, and he just springs open, and then you just have to sort of flip round his feet arms, and then yeah, that's Pone. Now, Knight, you press down on the the light bar on top of the police car mode, and you press it, and all his arms and legs just used to fall out. Now, Knight, on the other hand, he hasn't got an automorph so much. You have to actually do it yourself. So what you do, take the top of the car, pull outwards, and then he opens up like that. And then you just got to Flick his feet down, and there's Knight. He does have his gun. There's a little peg in his navel for his gun. It's got a little peg on it, which pegs into there, but we'll just take that out for now. So there's Knight in his robot mode, and he looks really cool. This was the guy I wanted to get originally, but like I said, I thought it was overpriced, and then he just went out of stock, and his price just kept creeping up. Again, it was getting reissued. I went to get one off 11th Street, bought it pretty cheap, had to pay fairly high shipping price, and then it came into the UK and I got customs hit slapped on it, and it made it ridiculously expensive. So I haven't really saved any money over the scalper prices that they charge for this on eBay. In fact, if anything, it's cost me a little more. So where's the irony in that? You know, it's... Anyway, no point crying over spilt milk. I'm just looking at the toy. He's decent. He's a decent looking figure. Nice and shiny, as you can see. I think the tone of red they've used for this is slightly darker than the original toy. The original toy, I think, was a slightly lighter shade of red. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, well, when you compare his shade of red to the minifigure, they looks about the same. So, but anyway, the minifigures, I mean, these came out fairly recently. So, but anyway, so size comparison. As you can see, they're solid leader class scale, and you can see why. You know, I was reluctant to pay, you know, sort of like 55, quid for something like this, when it's like, you know, you're talking leader class scale bot and it's a one-step changer. You know, where's the logic in that? Anyway, now this guy, compared to the other Sam Changzar figures, he's pretty articulated, because you look at Pone, again, he's got nothing on the legs. His arms do not move. He's just got an elbow. That's all he's got. He's just got a working elbow. Nothing at the waist, nothing at the wrist. That's a spring-loaded joint. The shoulder doesn't move, and he's got a ball-jointed head. So he's only got a ball-jointed head and working elbows, right? I haven't got Rook, so I don't know what Rook's articulation was like, but I assume it wasn't much better. Knight, on the other hand, he's got a ball-jointed head. He's got shoulder joints that do that. They can also kind of do that as part of the transformation. He's got a little bit of a shoulder joint there, and he's also got an elbow. So he's got like a limited shoulder joint and an elbow joint, right? Now, you think that's already better than the other guy. He ain't seen nothing yet. Right, his gun, right? You put it in his hand, and he's got wrist swivels. He's got wrist swivels. What the hell? Why has he got wrist swivels? He doesn't need wrist swivels. You know, he just needs to hold his gun straight. Why has he got wrist swivels? That's ridiculous. But of course, he's also got a waist joint. He's got a waist joint. He's got wrist swivels and a waist joint. Why? Why has this guy got wrist swivels and a waist joint? That is completely and utterly pointless. I mean, this guy hasn't got a waist joint. He hasn't got wrist swivels. Why has this guy got that sort of articulation? Why didn't they give it to the other guys? It just seems stupid. I mean, it seems pointless, but yeah. Waist joint, and it's ratcheted. And he's got, he's got two joints on his arms and a wrist swivel and a ball jointed head. So he's got the best articulation out of the lot. He has got a little bit of light piping. It's not very good. He's got a little green gem in the top of his head, and he's got like a visor that sort of lights up in certain conditions. He's got these flame decals down here, a few yellow paint apps here, a bit of red and white, and yeah, he's a pretty good looking bot. Now, so transforming him back, you basically fold that up, and then you push the feet together. Now, there's an interesting trick when you transform him. Watch his feet. See that? The feet fold up automatically. See, they fold up automatically. That's just got like automorph when you're going back to car mode, which is a bit weird. So the feet fold up automatically. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then he's back. Well, you have to fold the feet out manually, but they fold away automatically. So that's pretty cool, actually. I quite like that about him. He's not a bad figure. He's all right. He's okay. I'm just sore of the fact that I ended up paying over the odds for this guy unnecessarily. When you consider you can buy these things off the shelf in Korea for less than 30 quid, and I paid more than double that to get it shipped from the other side of the world, and, you know, got a customs hit as well in the process. So, yeah. Obviously, you've seen my review of Rook. Let's just do a size comparison with his little mini fella. So there he is next to his mini dude. Yeah, looks really cool. Obviously they've taken some liberty with the leg transformation on the mini one, because the legs work totally differently, but you know, it's a Legion scale bot. What do you expect? And then Rook, the horrible one. Then Rook's hideous robot mode, and then I suppose Pone as well. And there he is next to Mini Pone, and of course, again, I've shown this before, but Mini Pone next to Big Pone. So yeah, there we go. He's an okay figure. He's been reissued, so if you're thinking about getting this guy, get him now, because it's gonna disappear again. I guarantee it. Again, buying this guy from Korea, expensive game. The eBay is, strange enough, they've reissued all 3 figures, and yet they're asking more money for this guy than they are for the Big Rook. The Big Rook is the rarest of the 3, because like I said, he disappeared pretty quickly first time round. But this guy, they're asking more money for Knight than the other 2. I think he's probably the most popular character out of the 3. And he's also the leader of the Samchangzar, so yeah, that has to say something about it. So if you want to get one, get in there now. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's a minefield of prices. He ain't cheap. You know, you might get lucky. You might get an eBay seller who's willing to sell it to you for, like, you know, 55, 60 quid with free shipping. Doubt that, but you know, you're looking at paying, you know, leader class plus money for something like this. So, like I said, you know, he's a full-on leader class size bot. So he's a big bot, and like I said, his legs don't do anything, but he does have a waist joint. That hardly makes up for it. So yeah, if you're going to buy Knight, get the mini one, because he's got working legs. And that, for me, is an improvement over the big one. But the big one's an impressive toy. He's really good. You know, he's pretty cool. But, like I said, just availability and price is a bit of an issue, getting hold of him. But I got one finally. Whether it was worth the wait, I honestly don't know. He's not a bad figure, like I said. I kind of like him, but because of what happened to him as regards to the customs hit, then, you know, it's tainted my opinion of this toy quite considerably. And, you know, I don't like it as much as I should do, really. But if I'd have got it for a cheaper price, I probably would have been feeling much better about it. But there we go, for what it's worth. Hello, Carbot Knight. And that is it. That's my final review of 2020. Obviously, I'll be doing more reviews in the new year. There's more videos coming before the end of the year. Some more unboxing videos, hopefully, and end of month bot haul, and end of year, top bots, worst bots, all that stuff. So look forward to that. That's it. That's all I've got to say. If you've been with me, if you're one of the subscribers that's joined my channel recently, then thank you. Hope you will keep watching my videos, because it's all right getting more subscribers, but it'd be nice if some people would watch my videos once in a while. Anyway, that's it. I've been TFI Wilderness. I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da.